Greetings, Instructor Dr. Quigley and peers of my Global Perspectives and Cultural Dynamics Organizational 6950 class. My name is Belinda Curtin, and this is my presentation of my drafted sections 1 through 3 for my final paper. The first part of our presentation is going to be section A, but we were asked to describe our organization, our section, our department, its mission, how it's made up, its external environment, its products and goals, as well as structure, technologies, and social behavior. I'll first start by telling you that my company, my current employer, is FDA regulated medical device organization, and they manufacture many different products that include ostomy bags, urine bags, wound bandages, and catheters. My current role within the post-market compliance department involves evaluating all international complaints that are received that are associated with these products. Post-market refers to products that are no longer in our control of the company, so basically we have distributed these products. My team consists of persons that both evaluate the complaints to make sure all the important information is there, as well as medical review who will assign malfunction codes and determine the reportability of those complaints to the FDA. Our mission is striving to be an industry leader and provide customers with high-value products. Our office is located in Greensboro, and we are the headquarters for our USA division. Our departments include manufacturing, R&D, warehouse, quality, regulatory, purchasing, sales, post-market compliance, for which I belong to. That's just some of the areas and how the organization is broken down. We actually receive guidance from our team lead and our associate manager, and they have meetings often with higher up management that includes a director of quality and a manager of regulatory. We actually have a newly hired director of post-market compliance, and we're very excited about having her. Within our organization, a lot of people travel a lot. So we have offices, but we also have many people that work remotely from their homes. And these people have conference calls throughout the day and many different style meetings. So we have video conference calls, teleconference conference calls, and we also have a way to meet over our instant messenger on the computers. We have a TrackWise software program, which is where we put our complaints and track our complaints, and it works very well through the diversity, because no matter where you are in the country, you have access to TrackWise if you are related to complaints. And that makes it easy for us to be able to speak the same language and understand what's going on. Symbolic interaction refers to how people actively construct and learn their norms and roles. It also suggests that human interactions create culture, and this comes from Griswold 2013. Within my organization, I'll use the dress code for example. It's a good reflection of the social behavior. We hire office professionals, and we won't wear anything that's too revealing, or we don't want to wear anything that will distract others from doing their job. So the expected attire is business attire, and that is what is worn, and therefore we have set the norm in our office for the expectations. I've also observed big recent focus on people following procedure in our organization. We've had many organizational changes recently, and so we implemented some more stricter procedures and also improvements that'll help people follow the rules as they are in the procedure. Using this strategy, the organization is allowing us to work together to set norms while making the expectations clear. That is a snapshot of my section A. Section B of my paper is when we were asked to talk about the contrast, to contrast the values and beliefs of 3 different regions. I actually chose the American Northeast region, the American West Coast region, and the American South regions because I have had the opportunity to live in all 3 of those regions. I have lived in Pennsylvania and New York in Northeast, and Colorado in the West Coast, and I have lived and currently in North Carolina in the South. I chose the topics of family and money to touch base on in comparison to values and beliefs. Colorado is known for its beautiful mountains, serving as a cultural object that represents the coldness and the natural terrain surrounding the state. The cost of living in the state varies a lot depending on which city you're in, because it is a high demand when you're closer to the ski resorts. The cost of living in Colorado is only slightly higher than the cost of living in North Carolina, where we were in Aurora, Colorado. And family life in Colorado usually includes outdoor activities like snowshoeing, snow tubing, and skiing. Those are some of the things that I participated in when I was there. North Carolina, however, is known for its coastal beaches, so they serve as a cultural object for the state, representing peacefulness and beauty of the state. Living in North Carolina is very cost effective. You can actually buy a brand new single family home for the same price as a one-bedroom place in New York City. So the value of your money goes a lot further in North Carolina than in New York. In North Carolina, the people are very welcoming, even to strangers, and family life in the form of cutting grass. Family life comes in the form of cutting grass together, sitting in your backyard, or enjoying the beach. Is in the prime of the state because the weather is almost always beautiful. New York. New York is known for its tall buildings that create the beautiful skylines, and they serve as a cultural object for the city's decor. It's also known for its diverse shopping and entertainment opportunities. And the cost of living in New York is going to be the highest of them all because the value of your money doesn't go as far because so many people revert to going to New York City. The people are not as kind in New York City. There's a general attitude to be very independent and strong when you're living in such a big city. And the families value the ability to go out at any time and have no troubles finding entertainment, no matter what time of the day, such as Broadway shows or leisure entertainment. And family members are more likely to stick to the same sports and schools as their siblings in New York because there are so many options. So they're not as likely to go to the same schools and sports as you would in North Carolina, for example. That was a snapshot of my contrast between the three different regions. And then my section C of my paper talks about ways people in the organization create organizational life. And I talked about a few different things. I'm starting with the internet. The internet creates culture through its ability to expose different social norms and values. It's very easy to search my organization's products online, for example. And when I search them online, I'm not only going to find us as a distributor, but I'm going to find many other different distributors around the world. And it's interesting because they're still selling the same product, which has all the same characteristics. The community refers to people who are tied by communication, friendship, association, or mutual support. And this comes from Griswold. So the internet is serving as a form of communication in this aspect and allows many different distributors to reach out and market the same product. And that is the tie between the distributors and the manufacturers and the clients. According to Steger, globalization applies to a set of social processes that appear to transform our present social condition of conventional nationality into one of globality. In an even further definition, globalization is going to refer to expansion of social relations. So, for example, the electronics that are used in our organization serve as great cultural objects in reference to globalization. I took typewriting in high school, for example, and social change has progressed this same concept of typewriting to desktop computer keyboards, laptop keyboards, portable wireless keyboards, and touchscreen keyboards. We have the option to use desktop keyboards or laptops in my organization specifically, and we have pretty much leaned towards the laptop option because of convenience. So the cafeteria in my organization, for example, portrays that agriculture has become a lot more diverse. Our menu is not only going to be sticking to American food, but our menu has a variety of diverse foods that will range on any given day from Thai, country, Jamaican, Mexican, and you will see many different people, many different nationalities trying these different foods. So I feel this is an example that we are moving towards a cultural rainbow that reflects the diversity of our world's existing cultures, and our organization is welcoming that. And the readings tell us that the average American person spends 34 hours per week watching TV. And in my organization specifically, we have televisions throughout our hallways, our break rooms, and it gives us the opportunity to stay in tune with what's going on in this world's news. This is how America interacts with others around the world in order to integrate views, products, ideas, and other aspects of culture. And my organization is telling us that they value the importance of being in tune and our cultural awareness around the world. And so they have provided this opportunity for us to stay in tune even at work, which I feel like says a lot about the organization. Now, at my organization specifically, people in the organization have exemplified the opportunity to use different strategies to solve certain dilemmas. And We have specifically had a situation where there was a team person who had been there for a long time, so they were seasoned and used to doing things their way and very resistant to change. But we were able to come together as a team and help that person understand that there's more than one way to do things. Lack of teamwork in an organization can serve as an example of individualism versus communitarianism. And in this case, we were able to bring that seasoned staff in and help them understand that individualism is not always the best way in certain situations. So this is a snapshot of my sections A, B, and C paper, and I look forward to getting feedback from my peers in order to improve my presentation into a final paper. Thank you very much.